Hello everybody, it is Zombie with 2 eyes and welcome to my channel. I may be undead, but I look alive thanks to makeup, skincare, and hair care. And it is episode 4 of Declutter Saturday. So this one's going to be a little bit wild because I've got a lot of eye stuff this week. So I have 1 body product, 2 face products, 5 eye products, 2 of those being palettes. I still don't know why I do this to myself. And 2 liquid lips. Let's get started. So we're going to start with the body product, and this is the Black Violet Body Butter and Pumpkin Pudding. So this company, I'm pretty sure no longer exists, but if it smells good and it doesn't cause my skin to burn, I'm still going to probably keep it and use it pretty soon, especially because I just removed the safety seal. So this is pumpkin pudding. So from what I remember, it's supposed to be a rich pumpkin smell with a vanilla pudding and like vanilla toffee. Whatever it is, it's really, really light. This may have gone bad, so I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand just to see how my skin reacts to it. I'm not really getting any smell. I'm getting a lot of like an oatmeal type smell, so I'm going to assume this has gone bad. I'm going to toss this because the smell is non-existent, which means it's probably old and gross by now. Out of all the body products, is going in the trash. So next up we have face products. So the first one is a Essence blush. It is from the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 Trendsetter collection. It is a matte red blush. So here is what we're working with. So it's just a very plain matte red blush. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to actually use this, but it's actually very opaque. It's not patchy in the slightest, which is really surprising. And when you rub it out, it almost turns into like an orangey color, which is really pretty. So even though I'm not a Twilight fan at all, I literally bought this blush for the color. I'm going to keep this. And the shade is called Renesmee Red, or Renesmee Red. But I'm going to keep this just because this is a really pretty color and they don't make this anymore. I'm sure you can find many other matte red blushes somewhere, but I really like this one, so I'm going to keep it. Up next we have a Sleek Makeup blush. This is from their Nude Suede collection. The blush is called Suede. I remember like a declutter or 2 declutters ago I talked about how I didn't have any nude blushes, and that's why I was keeping the e.l.f. Spiced Apple Duo. Look what I found! A nude blush! So this is a really pretty, almost contour matte blush. And I've had this for a while as well. It's not very powdery. It still feels very, very opaque and fresh. And I'm going to keep this as well just because it's something that is really pretty on my skin tone, and I could totally pull this off as a contour shade over a blush if I really wanted to, or even have it be a bronzer. So I'm also going to keep this. So out of the 2 face products, I am keeping both of them. So the eyes, we have 5 eye products. We have 2 loose shadows, 1 single pressed shadow, and 2 palettes. So let's start with the loose shadows. Today I'm going to be using my Sleek shader brush, probably one of my oldest and favorite shader brushes next to my Rephr number 2. So the first shadow is the Shiro Cosmetics Mistrust. Now, as you probably know by now, because I talk about it a lot, Shiro Cosmetics does not exist anymore. This is the Mistrust shadow. It is a very like mustard brown color with some silvery glitter. Not really my style, to be honest, just because I'm not really big into warm toned browns. We're going to take this and swatch it really quick. Here is what it looks like. So like I said, it is a very warm toned brown with some silvery glitter. It's not really something I go for. It is rather pretty though, and the opacity is there. It's got a really nice formula, so I'm gonna keep this even though I may not use it very often. I think I'm going to put it and I'm going to press it in a pan and take it out of here. So that's something that I've been trying to do, is I'm going to take Once I go through like a whole bunch of indie eyeshadows, I'm going to start pressing them into palettes, just because there's no use of me just having them miscellaneously everywhere. So the next shadow is a Persephone Minerals Cotton Candy shade. I don't know if this company exists anymore. They probably don't, just based on the age of the shadow, but it is like a cotton candy pink color with a blue purple shift. So let's give it a swatch. So just from looking at the swatch, it's definitely like a topper shade. So it's got a very, very light pink base with a very strong blue and purple shift. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile because I probably have other products that are similar. But at the same time, like, I could maybe get away with this as a very pinky highlight. I'm not sure. So next we have a ColourPop Super Shock shadow, and this is the ColourPop Super Shock and I Heart This. So this is currently in my project pan. I also kind of want to see if I want to add this back to my project pan or if I just want to call it, because my toddler decided to stick her finger in it, but it hasn't performed the same. And also, I swear, every single time I wear this, my eyes water all day. So I'm not really into the whole eyes watering grossness. But it is a super gorgeous, like, taupe color with a really strong champagne shift and lots and lots and lots of glitter. So it is really pretty, and I love to use this as like a daily color, like a daily lid wash with a dark brown or a dark blue, kind of like how I have today with the green. But because it constantly makes me tear up all day, and I feel like it dries my eyes out, my eyes just don't react well to this, I'm gonna declutter this. Though it is gorgeous, I would assume I have something that's the exact same in my collection. So next up we have a Too Faced Holiday palette segment. So this came out last year, I think, or the year before. I really love their holiday releases just because I already like their eyeshadow formula, and I always find their holiday releases just to be really well priced when you get them on sale. Let's take a swatch of all of these and see if this is something I still want in my collection. So here are my swatches. So the first two colors you can't even see on my skin, which is kind of disappointing. The third color, this matte, is really, really pretty. It's not as opaque. And then the fourth matte you can't see. This is really pretty. This is absolutely stunning. So this is kind of like that cotton candy color I just swatched, but the opposite way. So it's a blue base with a pink, really bright pink shift. It's absolutely stunning. This purple is really nice, not super pigmented and not super patchy. The last two shimmers are really, really pretty, and the black is okay, but from what I remember, yeah, the black is also really buildable. So overall, it's meh at best, because like I said, look, the first like couple shades don't even render on my skin tone, and I do like the formula. Like there's not really any patchy shades in sight that aren't buildable. The shimmers are to die for. Nothing is super powdery. I'm gonna keep this, and then in turn, because I really like the duochrome better than the cotton candy shade, I'm gonna declutter the cotton candy shade. The final palette today is the Juvia's Place The Taupes by Juvia's. So I got this in a Juvia's mystery box for Black Friday, and when I originally swatched this, I said I don't know if I was going to keep this or possibly give this to my mother. I did use it a couple times since that video, and my opinion has changed. It's okay. It's not super wonderful. I'll just do some quick swatches for you just so you can see what they look like if you haven't seen my other video or have seen swatches of this before. It's just okay. It's not super pigmented. It doesn't have a lot going for it. And I know for a fact that this deserves a better home than what I can provide. So like here's the palette. Like this, the dark duochrome shade is absolutely stunning. But other than that, everything else is not very pigmented. When I played around with it, like they weren't even very buildable. Like I just tried to build one up and it didn't do anything. So I'm going to see if my mother wants this, because this is right up her alley of color story. And I think she'd really enjoy just playing around with the shimmery sparkly colors. And that is my cat scratching her little scratchy post. Like I think she'll really enjoy playing with this color, especially because she has really gorgeous blue eyes. I have brown eyes, but she has really gorgeous blue eyes, and I think this will look gorgeous on her. So I'm going to give this, see if my mother would like this. So out of all 5 eye products, I am keeping 2, giving away to my mother 1, and decluttering 2. I think I did pretty well on that one. Let's move on to the lips. So I have 2 lip products today, both liquid lipsticks. The first one is a Lime Crime plushie in Strawberry Fizz. So this was a little mini that they had in their Christmas or their holiday collection last year. I totally bought all of them because I love their lipstick formula. So let's give this a swatch. Now I've worn this maybe once or twice and I couldn't remember if I liked it or not. So here's what we're looking at. So it's not as metallic as it looks inside the tube. Like this makes it look like it's a metallic wonderland. So it's not extremely metallic, but it's really nice and shiny. It's a like strawberry peachy color. And there's no shift. It's just very, very, very shiny. Not really like a straight up metallic. It's more of a satin. But it's definitely an interesting, unique color that I don't have. So I'm going to keep this. The next one is a Dose of Colors liquid lip, and this is in Lazy Daisy. I think I got this from an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, and it's just a very nice mauve-y, pinky, more on the pink actually, a pink nude. But actually these two go splendidly together. I should wear these as a ombre type thing. But I like this as well. I do like their formula. It is a little drying for me, but it does last quite a while. And I do really like their formula, so I'm going to keep this as well. I do have a lot of nude lipsticks, especially liquid lipsticks. So out of the 2 lip products, I am keeping both of them. So overall, I'm getting rid of 4 products, which is again 40%, which is my goal. So, yay! So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you were upset that I decluttered something you love, please let me know because I would love to hear about it. Again, I will not be giving these out to anybody other than direct family and maybe close friends. And anything that is being decluttered is like thrown in the trash is most likely very old and cannot be used and should not be used by anybody else. So I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and continue to embrace those amazing moments. I hope you have a great and wonderful day.